Push through shoulder roll down is an intermediate exercise with 3 repetitions. The goal is to strengthen the posterior chain, decompress the spine through articulation, and teach lifting of the pelvis. This is a good choice for students who need to work on heel to seat connection, strengthen their glutes, open tighter backs, or to help prepare for more advanced exercises like leg pull back. The setup is the push-through bar loaded with a top spring. To set the student up, the teacher will pull the bar down and hold it between the poles. The arches of the student's feet are going to go onto the bars, and they will move back until the legs are fully extended. The legs are together with the arms pressed strongly down into the mat and the abdominals and seat really actively holding on to the bar in the setup. The initiation is a simple bend of the knees. The gross movement pattern is the knees bending and the legs extending to the ceiling, keeping the pelvis flat. Next, the pelvis lifts, pressing the bar up into the air and the body into one straight line. Keeping the pelvis still, they will then kick one leg and then the other, alternating for 3 times, keeping the pelvis square, the arms active, and then pressing into the bar, they'll roll down their spine evenly, pelvis going flat before the knees bend and extend long. So what's moving and what's still? During the legs bending and extending, the body and pelvis remain still. During the kicking portion, only the kicking leg should be moving from the hip. The pelvis, the spine, the arms, the base leg should all remain still. Precision points. The knees are going to bend and extend up to the ceiling, and the lift comes from the seat. So the pelvis will come up, and we're watching for even articulation on each side of the spine, not skipping any bones. There's a lot of length and opposition happening here, pressing into the bars. The crown of the head is reaching out, and the arms are pushing down strongly to anchor. During the kick, the pelvis remains perfectly square. The kick is like a scissor happening in Pilates stance. To roll down, the student needs to continue to push in, keeping their box square, just as it was in the kick. The bend and extend comes from the seat, so they pull it down from their hamstrings and then fire up their glutes to hold the bar as if they were doing 100 with their legs at eye level. A lot of seat strength. The rhythm is smooth for the rolling with a strong dynamic kick, which is brisk. Common errors, over gripping with the feet. Your students' feet will cramp because they're holding onto the bar with their foot instead of holding it with the seat. Another common error is to lift the pelvis before the legs are fully extended. So things are lifting and extending all at the same time. So make sure they get those legs straight before their bottom goes up. Once they're in the air, students have a tendency to overkick and lose their square. So the pelvis will rotate. It may drop as they kick, or they're going to kick and come out of their box. Lastly, you can roll down. You want to make sure that students are not pushing with the back of the head. The weight should be borne across the shoulders and the upper back. The head should be relaxed and free. So make sure if your student's jaw looks tight or you see tension in their neck that they're not pushing their head down into the mat during this exercise. Let's look at this in real time. Push through shoulder roll down. Fire up your glutes and lift your waist as you bend your knees in, straightening your legs to the ceiling. Lift your hips up, reaching into the bar. Kick, lift, and stretch. Hips up to kick. Keep your box nice and square. Reach and down. One more makes 3. And lengthen. Last time, and press the bar away as you roll down, pulling your pelvis off your ribs. Bend your knees, extend your legs. One more time through. Knees bend, legs extend, lift hips, and 3 kicks. Kick right, press into the palms. Abs are lifting, pelvis stays still. Last time on the kicks. Press the bar away to roll down longer, 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 tail flat, knees bend, legs extend. Specific spots. Initially, guide the bar as with all new students. You may also want a stabilizing touch at the pelvis during the kicks, simply helping anchor and keep them still while they kick those legs. Signs of readiness. The ability to lift the pelvis. We see this in exercises like bridge and breathing. For building blocks, you can do the legs at the bottom only, bending and extending to the ceiling and then bending and extending again. You can omit the kicks or kick 3 times on the right and then 3 times on the left.